Well, I'm so excited to be back. We're going to do a second one the same night. Why not? Keep this train rolling as we get back into some more Super Mega Baseball 4 in your Pelicans franchise. Let's take a look at the lineup as we get ready to hit the road to California with Katrina Lynn. And that leadoff spot, she'll be out there in right field tonight. And Nico Sportsman will drop down one to the 2 spot. Hope that can increase the bat of the 20-year-old. Batting third and doing it well, Princess Precious is locked in out there. And the captain spot in the outfield, of course, cleaning up is Heel Mitchell. Now the 24-year-old playing well. I don't know if he's necessarily deserving of the big spot, but let's see how Lachlan Brewer's looking. Better, I think, is the short answer there. Yeah, we're going to get Lachlan back in the lineup there. And Kareem Park locked in. The 19-year-old. Looking at ages today. I don't know why. Second base for him. Gemma Bean out at short, the 33-year-old. 31 years old. We're going to keep it rolling. Kai Thrustmaster, hero of our last ball game. If you didn't see that now, you can go to the playlist that I finally created after like 4 years of having a YouTube channel and watch all of the Super Mega Baseball 4 in this series that you want. Molly O'Connor, still not really doing it. We're going to try to give her another day off and let Finley play behind the dish. And Ella Vortex will be on the hill. Speaking of age, 22 years old, the youngster playing well. Speaking of playing well, can we do it as we send it out to San Fernando, California? Let's play ball.
The atmosphere is electric here at Swagger Center.
Electric, I can't see anything. Well, good thing I don't have to play. Let's get this show on the road. Pelicans offense up first.
The right field, number 51, Katrina.
And it'll be Katrina leading this one off against Dallas Pitts and the San Fernando Firecats. First pitch of this one's right there for a strike underway from the Sunshine State. Foul away, nothing in two in a hurry to Katrina, who gets all of that one, sends her away third base side, and a strikeout starts the game for the Firecats. The logo that I'm probably the most proud of out of the league. It's a cat, and if you look close at the paws are baseballs. I thought that was nice and clever, and meanwhile my team's logo's a duck. Anyway, and it's some balls and some strikes on a guy, because I'm not paying attention. 2-2, I think. To Sportsman, he gets a hold of that one, skies it into the left field, center field type region, and he's gone for the second out. Top of inning number 1, that'll bring up Princess. Her first cuts in this one from the beautiful Swagger Center. The first offering is right there to Princess. 2 gone, nobody aboard for the Pelicans here in the opening frame. 0-2 by Princess. She gets a hold of it right field. If it stays fair, it's trouble, and that's caught. 3 up, 3 down for the Bullets. Here comes San Fernando for the first time. How do you do that? Here comes San Fernando? Yeah, I suppose. Nugget Hogwash will lead it off. Ella takes up the rock from the third base side, throws a ball, and gives up a second pitch base hit to Nugget Hogwash. Runner aboard for the Firecats early in the home half of inning number 1 as they wear their purple and orange. Here comes Stella Frank. A dangerous batter. We highlighted her heading into this one on the scorecard, and she knocks a base hit right back where it came from, and the Firecats in business with 2 on and nobody out.
Number 25,
Joe Gilbert.
Now base running, Royal.
Well, a former member of our team, Royal Thunderer, on the base paths. First pitch strike. Second pitch on the way to Joe Gilbert's outside. The ball from Ella, who, that's a beautiful play and a half right there to keep everybody right where they are and get an out.
Number 11, Violet Stone.
Violet Stone, the second of those highlighted players heading into this ball game. Is doesn't matter to Ella. 1-1 on the way to Stone. No fear shown by Vortex. A 1-2 on the way. She didn't get it. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Violet. Swing and a mess. Big strikeout there for Ella Vortex, and there are 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 20, Noah Sandwalker.
Noah Sandwalker. Well, a big spot here for the young Ella Vortex. As we talk about age, when you're 22, you know, sometimes people play this game with no fear, and it comes back to bite them. But Ella, 3 pitches and Sandwalker's down, no fear, and it pays off right there for Ella as we move to the second, scoreless.
Now batting, the
But,
left fielder, number 13, Lachlan.
I feel like I'm doing a bad Bob Uecker impression, by the way. Swing and a drive. I don't know. I'll get that down. Swinging a foul ball on the first base side. Look out. Look out, folks. And swinging a base hit. No, a ground ball throw to first, and someone messed that up. Someone's going to second. I don't know what that was about. A circus play out there. Here's Kareem Park, who was just running, because that person has speed. I wasn't paying attention because I was doing my Harry Carey Bob Uecker hybrid. Swinging a ground ball. Going to be enough to get the out at first. Runner stays at second. Gemma Bean. Taking over duties at short. We're going to have to find a young shortstop. That's going to be a goal that we have going into next year. Which I'm kind of debating on giving this series a rest after that. We'll see how these next few do after coming back after the hiatus. 3-0 in a hurry. And the Pelicans, yeah, a strike and a throw down to get the runner. 2 gone, 3-1 foul away. Now this inning could be over. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And had everybody just stayed where they were and been content with that, we might have been in business. Instead, it's a single, which is fine. But I feel like it was a needless effort there. Here's Kai Thrustmaster, hero of last night's win. A huge walk-off hit in the bottom of the 9th. And the bottom of the 9th is not a phrase we say in this challenge. This series runs just 7 innings, so it was extras by 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes, speaking of 2. And we'll do it again, 2-2 with 2 gone to Kai. Swinging a foul. Battling here is Thrustmaster, the third baseman, putting together a fight. Here comes another one. Kai says, nope, I'm not going down. Now I am, but not for a minute. Bottom of the second inning we shall go. Nobody is yet to crack the scoreboard open here in California. Beautiful day for baseball. Kenneth Hancock will lead things off. And we talked last half inning about young pitchers and those times when pitching with no fear can come back to bite you. There's a ground ball and the first out. But when you look at Ella, there's a... You see hunky English? Sometimes this game breaks me. Alright, a strike. But you look at Ella and there's a confidence in the way she pitches. Another 0-2 count. English is gone. And it's not arrogant, it's sure of herself. Lover Logan. And especially when you look at her pitching with someone like Finley calling, a couple of young people, and the confidence level between these two right now, 1-2 the count, and just about had a strikeout instead of foul. And but the dynamic duo, and another strikeout for Vortex, and she is rocking and rolling. 2-1, Pelicans lead the hit column. Nobody leads the ball game. We're going to the third.
Number 73,
Speaking of Finley, the young catcher can struggle at times, both in the box and on the field, but as someone who is getting to work right now with Molly O'Connor, who is a solid veteran, Finley shows great potential, and the organization sees that as the ground ball is enough to retire her in that turnaround. And with a pitcher like Ella in the rotation, the confidence, even though she's not the ace, you know, Lily can get, they call her Silly Lily around the clubhouse, and she doesn't always take things seriously. And sometimes you need that lightheartedness as Ella strikes out. And sometimes you need confidence. Here's Katrina Lynn. And what's been interesting is Ella has not always been somebody who pitches well. But the attitude, especially recently, as that's a strike, a ball and 2 strikes, the count, here we go. But Ella has been trying to buckle down. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Buckle down and take things more seriously, but also just being confident in the way that she throws. She says, I have this stuff, I just need to come back and get it. And that doesn't always happen. That's a base hit. That'll keep the inning alive. And so you're seeing this younger pitcher start to learn from the personalities around her as Nico Sportsman digs in. And the hope there is that she's able to play off some of these other players. That's a base hit for Nico. So runners are at the corners. All of a sudden you're looking at getting something moving. Here comes Princess. But when you look at the age makeup of this club, and you look at how many younger people are starting to get that confidence, as Princess, speaking of confidence, gets a hold of that. Left field, way gone. Way out of here goes Princess. A 3-run shot, her 10th of the year, if I'm not mistaken. And that'll put the Pelicans up by 3. You talk about confidence. You talk about an organization that fosters that in its young players, and you see it right here, 3-0. Lachlan Brewer digs in, takes one downstairs, 1-0. He gets a hold of it, crushes that, but foul. And I'll move ahead here, 2-1. Brewer, speaking of veteran guys, 3 balls, 2 strikes, trying to be patient here, take your walk if they're going to give it to you. That's hit down the right field line, fair. That falls in for Lachlan, a single. And the inning will continue.
Number 2, Kareem
Park. But I don't know, it's interesting watching teams in real life that build, and runners going, the throw is way wild. And are you going to go for third? No, I'm going to stay at second. Well, why not take a base if they're giving it to you? 2-0. Huge trouble. Here comes Park. Gets a hold of it, pops it up. The camera rotating slow enough to tell me that's an out. Well, 3 runs on the big homer by Precious. Bottom 3 will go. But I do like watching teams that build around young players, and I think for me personally with this game, I like building around the youngsters. I think it makes good storylines. I think you get the player development opportunities. You have to try to re-sign them. And another strikeout for Vortex to start this inning. Here's a former member of our club, Royal, and she looks intensely in at Ella and gets a hold of the first pitch she sees and flies out. So that was a little anticlimactic, but what are you going to do? Stella Frank will dig in. Here comes Vortex. First offering is right there for a strike. And Vortex gets a pop-up. That one foul, another 0-2 count for Ella. Here it comes. She's got another one. What a start. Here through a couple of scoreless innings, 3 of them, in fact.
number 31, Gemma Bean.
Here comes Gemma Bean. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having the people around your clubhouse that can foster that leadership. Those veteran guys and gals that have traveled, have been on the road for years. They know what kind of snacks to bring. They know what not to do when you enter an opponent's ballpark.
Third baseman, number 14.
There's a strikeout for Bean, and it'll bring up Kai. And so I think you've got to have a couple of those cornerstone members. And when I think of this team, I think of people like O'Connor. Ground ball thrown to first in time. So that's the second out, and that'll bring up Finley. But you think about Molly, you think about especially people that have been here, which at this point in the series isn't a lot of them. Finley on the ground, and that'll do her. No problem there. The Pelicans go quietly as we head to the bottom half of inning number 4. And this gem of a toss here by Vortex, who's back to work. Another strike. And on the ground, the throw across will be out. Number 1, and setting him up and knocking him down. You have to think that something special on the career front might be happening here for Vortex. Another ground ball and another out. 2 up, 2 are down. I have to look into the numbers here after this start for Vortex. Upstairs, not by much. Got some zip on that and some movement on everything else. Ella, another 1-2-3 inning. She's held them to just 2 hits. There's an error in the game, unfortunately, on San Fernando. And here is Ella, this time in the batter's box. Schultz will take over on the hill from that first base side. Ella swings and fouls one back. 1 ball, 1 strike to 16. And she takes downstairs to move ahead here. Swing and a foul, even up now, 2-2. She'll take it to Filler, and can Ella walk? You bet. All right, scamper to first, Miss Ella.
Right field, number 51, Katrina.
How about that for Katrina? Locked in leadoff batter with the runner on board and nobody out. Swing, and she bonks that. You know what that sounds like? Is a doorstop. Double play for Katrina.
The first baseman, number 62,
Two are gone bases. Now empty for Nico Sportsman, but some of those hits, very specifically, it sounds like when you like bend one of those little door stoppers back and it's a really bad imitation of that sound, but you probably know what I mean. Alright, that's enough talking about door stops. 2 strikes, and the Pelicans in danger of going down, but not yet. 2-2 on the way, on the floor. Foul. Swing and a miss. Oh man, I'm getting tired. Shouldn't have done 2 in one night. That's my own fault. Bottom of inning number 5. We're cruising in this one. Kenneth Hancock is not very happy. He'll lead it off against Vortex, who is just otherworldly today. 2 strikes on Hancock, the pitch. And add another to the total. Strikeouts for Ella. Wow. Hunky English. Best name probably in the league right now. I don't know why that's funny to me. Alright. 1-0. English fouls it away. Ball and a strike with an out. Right there. Ella strike away from another one. Swing and a miss. 2 are gone, both on the K. Can she get 3 in an inning? All right. Here we go. Logan on the ground. That's not 3 strikeouts, but it is 3 outs. All right. Here we go, 6th inning. It's still 3-0 Pelicans.
The center fielder.
Looking to
Number
add more
26,
here, and here she is.
Princess.
Princess absolutely destroyed that ball. And would be the story of this game if it wasn't for the career start we're seeing right now from number 16. And she might have a second home run. Right field, going back and gone. Princess Precious. Wow. Princess Vortex is what we're going to call this game, or that's a really dumb name, but
Number 13, Lachlan Brewer.
here comes Lachlan Brewer. Second home run of the game. It's 4-0. Here's Brewer.
Ball inside.
So the 4-run lead feels comfortable. And why shouldn't it? That's on the ground. The throw from third, a good one.
Now batting,
Crowd likes
second
that
baseman,
for the out.
Number 2, Kareem Park.
Here comes Kareem Park waving. Generally positive is Park.
It's outside.
Outside a ball. And popped up Kareem. Foul territory. Playable? Yeah, what a catch out there. Sure, why not?
Number 31, Gemma.
Here's Gemma Bean, and we are going to look for a younger shortstop. There's a couple positions I'd like to improve. Honestly, a lot of this team, to me, looks pretty decent. I'm not saying we are top tier, but we're good. When we're good. I need to clarify that. When we're good. When the cards play in our favor, this team has been fun to watch. Another 2-strike offering. This one on the ground, down the line, foul. Swing and a miss.
If you see the
All right,
got around,
well,
give them a
it's the
whistle.
bottom
Free slice
of inning number 6.
Now batting.
Here come the home team, Firecats again.
Doorbell, Schultz.
Here comes Schultz.
Now batting, Evelyn Graves.
Evelyn Graves. Man, first good hit they've had down to right, and Katrina says no. So 1 up, 1 down
Royal
for Royal Thunderer. Hard to see her in another uni. She was fun with us, played well. High-spirited player. Not in the chemistry sense, I mean just smiley and fun to be around. And an 0-2 on the way. And that's through. Royal's got a knock. Good for her. Not good for Ella, but good for her. Royal.
center fielder, number 1, Stella Gray.
All right, here's Stella. Double play setup beautifully for Vortex outside. Might be getting tired, but you'd never know. It's a catch. And another out.
Number 25, Joel Gilbert.
Joel. Not Joe. Joel. Strike to Joel with an L. And don't you forget it. Nothing in 2. Here comes Ella. She has another. Gilbert and the Firecats are gone. And here we go. Top 7. We are moving along. This might be the fastest game of the series, just
Third
about.
baseman, number 14, Kai Thrustmaster.
Here comes Kai Thrustmaster. Trying to add some insurance. Here are the Pelicans, and some high heat coming in for Kai, who gets a hold of that one, fouls it away, but it's nothing. And 2 as Thrustmaster takes downstairs. Swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down in the 7th.
Catcher, number 73, Finley.
I'm going to bring up Finley, and with any luck, this will actually be the restful game that Molly O'Connor needed, as Finley takes his strike. Swing and a foul. That'll make the count. Nothing in 2 to Chase.
No, that's low.
Downstairs.
Strike 3. Hey, let's go. All right.
Now batting.
2
Number
strikeouts.
60, Ella Vortex.
And how about Ella? If this is it for her. Nope, they're going to let her bat. They're going to let her try to finish this ball game, which I absolutely approve of. Nothing in 2. Let her swing one more time. Well, she'll take it. and exchange the bat for the glove. Well, you could see history, folks. It's a possibility for a complete game right here from Ella, and she's got 3 outs in her way. Violet Stone. We had her name circled on that lineup card, and Ella has just been sensational. 0-2 to Violet Stone. Here it comes. She struck her out, and there's one. Noah Sandwalker. And this crowd. Some holding their hats. Not really standing, but just watching in amazement. Ball and 2 strikes. And on the ground, and 2 are out. 1 more needed. Kenneth Hancock. Standing in the way of Ella. And the game of a lifetime. 1 strike on a foul. And it's just inside. Number 16 fires on the ground and foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a pop-up. That'll reach the seats. Another 1 ball, 2 strike. Ella Vortex on the ground, and this should, nope, foul. Another 1-2. That's on the ground for real this time. The throw across the diamond. Ella Vortex has just pitched the game of her life. A complete game shutout as the Pine City Pelicans pick up an amazing win. Final score 4-0. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors in the ball game for Pine City. No runs, 3 hits, and just 1 error. It was enough to propel the Pelicans to a win. Here's a look at the large numbers. For those of you who are mathematically inclined and interested in that sort of thing, you already know what we're looking at right here. That loss being pinned on Dallas Pitts, who only went 4, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. No walks, some strikeouts in there. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wait for this lady to stop talking. Because Ella, 7 innings. Now, I know in other baseball that's not unheard of for a starter to occasionally go 7, but for a complete game in this series, and I think the fatigue and things scale, so that's nothing to sneeze at. 7 innings, scattered 3 hits over them. No earned runs, not a single walk, and 10 strikeouts for Ella Vortex. The ERA for goes to a 5.34. A 1-3 record for Ella this year. She is not the pitcher on paper that she is on the bump. And she should absolutely be number 1 MVP in this ball game. They're gonna weight the offense a little higher, which is fair. 2 for 3 with 2 homers, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Princess was the offense. But how about this for Ella, you guys? I think she should have that number 1 spot. To be honest, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 10 strikeouts. What a ball game for Ella Vortex and for the Pelicans. Always love to see something like that. And let's see what else is going on here. These 2 players are always fighting about proper batting technique. We're going to reprimand. Ooh, doesn't bet goodly. That's the real Lorenzo Clark. Why are you... I mean, what are you trying to... unjob security yourself? And Gemma being Gemma. 100%. Number 1, because she's temporary. And Lorenzo is like one of our best dudes. So... let's see. An all-inclusive vacation. Nice. Though you suspect it's propaganda to join a new cult. Who am I bringing as a +1? But they're excited to be in a cult? Alright, now this is someone I can hang out with. JC Ali. What do you do? You're a reliever. We haven't seen you like ever, I don't think. 3rd and Kai. We're gonna go Kai on this one. Get that loyalty flying. And then we're gonna simulate the games that we must simulate and check this out. We are sitting pretty, at least for the moment, and that's nothing small. I don't want to say too much before we look at games from teams such as the Lizards and arguably almost more so the Franklin City Flyers. Dangerous clubs that are not to be trifled with, that's for sure. And by the fact that we haven't seen either of those two come up yet, I'm scared we're going to be the one to play them, and that means some rearrangement might be required. And there's a lot of games to be played. You're seeing them right now. I can't read those fast enough, and I'm not even going to try. Here the Lizards go and doing their thing, and they won as well. So scary stuff to be sure. And, well, it's not them. It's going to be Miami, and they're 12-14. We're 17-9, so we're sitting all right. We're going to get you a preview of that matchup. Before we do, whoops, we're going to go down here to player development is what we're going to do. We're going to take a look-see at our options, including for Horse Moody. You could gain Surrounded, which I don't love. For 2 velo, 1 minus in accuracy. A lot of these end up just kind of being like, do I really? No, I don't think so. I don't think I... Marker Douglas could end up with a Wild Thing, which we wouldn't really appreciate. It's a decent offering. Is it something I feel like we need to do? No, I don't think it is. For Ella, after the start she had, she could gain Wild Thing, a 12.5% chance to do it. For 1 velo, no, not for like pittance. I'm not interested. Kareem Park, you could end up with easy jumps, which I don't really care, I guess. Like, it's fine, but I don't, what's your speed? Like, you are relatively speedy, I guess. I just don't really steal, so it doesn't bother me, necessarily.
You're listening to Super Mega Radio.
And easy jumps is also bad,
Hey,
apparently. 2 power and 1 speed.
but only with Fishito.
For the fishing fishermen.
For the fishing fishermen.
Don't you forget it, Lorenzo. Yeah, I don't think I'm very interested in anything we got going on. What I would like to do, though, is take a look-see at our crew here. And I want to look at Gemma Bean, who we are paying $5.3 million. And just take a look at what kind of shortstop options we have, which isn't very many. Where is... I'm so... Like, I'm tired and I'm not paying attention. So we have a 21-year-old shortstop. A couple of them. And those will include... okay. Sophia. I'm interested in Braden Jetson here. Because you also could play third, which I don't hate. You're cheaper, which is cool. Those are the only 2 things I've seen so far. Let's take a look at what else you've got on the table. Not much. Let's be real. You have decent fielding, which to me is arguably like the most important thing for a shortstop. Your batting is nothing to write home about. I'm kind of okay with that, though. You have the secondary, you have pitch perfect. What does that? And you have slowpoke. I don't care about that because we don't tend to steal. How do I... Is it this one? Yes. So when pitch... Oh, when pinch perfect. 48 reasons why I'm blind, y'all. Alright, pinch perfect. So, a decent pinch hitter, which wouldn't be bad. And considering how much cheaper you are than Gemma Bean, and the fact that we could actually develop you for a while, we are absolutely going to do that. Now, did that mess up my chemistry? Probably. Alright, my guy Scootsy16 is probably yelling at me going, Dude, no, don't do that. I think we're fine. Famous last words. We need another green guy. Alright, we'll pay more attention to that at some point. What I would like to do for a second here, I want to look at my own team here. Yeah, I like this guy at short. I do. I think in terms of something that kind of makes sense, who is like the worst loyalty? 61 is not great for Hamid Green. I don't really care though. I'm gonna be honest. Third, like, you're fine. You're fine. I don't. But Kai has been way more productive for us. Yeah, I'm talking about all kinds of non-related stuff because I'm just kind of taking a gander. We need something new at third, kind of anyway, at some point. Is there anybody younger that we could go get immediately that wouldn't break the bank? I immediately go looking, and then the first person is no. You're 21, and you're a short. So the short answer is not really. We got a 26-year-old for 1.4 million. Are you really bad? Clayton Horn at third. Are you horrible? Why are you, so you're B minus, you're a C minus, so that, like, we would kind of downgrade there. But you could also fill in at first, which would be kind of nice. You're scholarly, you have Mind Gamer, which I think is good. And that would be at tier 2. So the opposing pitcher suffers minus 15 accuracy. That is kind of nice. I kind of like that. Mind Gamer. And, like, the batting stats, look. You're not gonna be knocking anyone's socks off, but, man, I don't think there's a good reason to do this. I'll be honest. Like, Muhammad Green is fine. He's a B minus. He has arguably way better of most things, so I think we'll leave him for now. Is there any other position we really need to kind of take a look? I am very content, though, with Molly and with Finley for the catching situation. Boom. Yeah, he's pretty stoked about it. Why shouldn't he be? When I say veteran for Molly, she's only 27, which is kind of wild. A lot of this team is so young. Nico Sportsman. And I mostly look at the ages because I want to be able to develop these players. You look at somebody like Kareem Park at just 19, you know, and what we could do with that. 29 years old for Muhammad Green is kind of up there for us. And Kai. And who else is like really gotta go? Has anybody really gotta go this year? Like a 33 for Katrina is gonna be a struggle to keep her on, but she's a switch hitter. She's been insanely good. This is gonna be it for Stamp Intense, probably for sure at 44. We're gonna look at all that. I don't know. I think we're doing good. I hope you think we're doing good. I really appreciate all the support on this series. Heading to Miami as we continue the road trip. And, man, we're winding her down, folks. We got, about 6 games? 5-6 games left to go. So, hope you'll stick with me for those as we continue this series against the Whiplash. And to do that, we're going to get a look at Amelia Odom, I think, is how you say that. Amelia this year, K Collector, and Pick Officer. 2-1 with a 2.39 ERA, countering Stamp Intense. High velo, not great in the accuracy department, but rally stopper. 1-3 with a 4.38 ERA. Getting older is Stamp. We'll see if Intense still has it enough in the tank to go against Miami. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, queries, theories, concerns, green screen rigging ideas or anything else, please don't hesitate to throw those in the comment section down below, and we will see you in Florida. Peace.